What's good, priesthood? Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. All right, if you're new here, thanks for coming. There are many layers you should know. In my readings, it may or may not resonate. Try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed and viewer discretion is advised. How y'all doing? Okay, how y'all doing? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Let us pray around here, all right? Grab onto your creator right now. I dedicate myself in this conversation and our priesthood to generating the energy of peace, bringing clear our creative potential and seeing behind what appears to be obstacles, things clearly as they are. I call forth accurate answers, accurate interpretations of those answers, and the wise and skillful application of the guidance we receive here today. Fantastic. All right, so let's dig in. Ancestors, let them know that you're supernatural today. Let them know. All right, absolutely. Creator, let them know. All right, what you want to talk to the priesthood about is very important that we understand the following. Very important that we understand this. Pow! Cutting out some shit before it becomes a problem. I know that's right. Okay. All right. What about that? That's where we're going with this thing. All right. Fantastic. Excuse my cards. Okay. They're starting to get dirty. Again. All right. Fantastic. Death of the ego, y'all. Okay. All right. Go on. Divine calling. Stop playing. Okay. Uh-oh. Devil energy, y'all. Gotcha. Yeah, whatever's the toxic shit, we gotta cut it out. That's what's gotta go down right now, right here and now. Look like here. Because we have a divine calling and the creator is not feeling the dragging of the asses. You feel me? Alright, excuse me. Alright. Right. Yeah, I see a lot of sobriety here, y'all. I do. Because cutting out some shit before it becomes a problem. So that could, include health, right? Because look, this is the surgeon. This is the surgeon in my deck, right? Healing somebody, cutting out some shit before it becomes a problem, right? Okay, cool. And then we have the devil representing toxic people, places, and things. Then we have Obatala representing sobriety. Okay? So you have a divine calling. You're a child of God. Something is threatening this. I get the sensation. All right? The devil. The need to renew yourself is here. The devil's trying to stop you from doing that. Okay? Yeah. Devil's trying to stop the priesthood from renewing themselves, making yourself healthy. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So we don't want to think it's a death here. Okay. We don't want to think it's a death, and also, we don't want our minds blown by, unpleasant things. That is the death card. Do you feel me? Something is a threat. I don't like it. I'm telling you right now, I don't like it. Careful emotional decisions. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I mean? There's something unhealthy. It needs to be cut out. This is very important. I said, what's very important? This is very important. Using words to remove obstacles. I see. Get thee behind me, Satan. This is how you're going to tackle whatever's this toxic thing. You got to speak to it. You got to command it. You got to cast out the demon, is what I see. Using the words to remove the obstacles. Right here with the power of the word. Do you feel me? All right. and then cyclical new beginnings, renewal, self-renewal. Getting back to a place of stasis, I guess we could say, well-being, that sort of thing, Sorry. You dig it? That sounded really nasal just now. Just wiping my face. So, okay. Forgive me, all that information. Okay, so, this is going to make a major impact. There's got to be a death of the ego. I suspect that the creator is saying and the ancestors are saying that they want us to make this move purposefully, willingly, in terms of the death of the ego. They don't want anything to kill the ego. They want us to put it down, cut it out, that sort of thing. That's the big message. Yeah, moves need to be made. Moves need to be made to make that happen. Go on. I see. Yes, if you don't want there to be any conflict or war, you don't want there to be a major problem or a major blow, is what I get here. You want to, this is to avoid a major blow. Yeah, so I get the sensation that this is about, lighting the fire under you, right? Okay, all right, sorry, hold on. There's a lot of layers. Let me pull this transcript together here in my head. Okay, so you need to be motivated, but motivated on a level where you're kind of stoking your own fire, creating that magnetic pull to pull in what you want. You can't do it while holding the ego. You have to put the ego down so you can be effective at creating this magnetic pull, right? That's what's going to attract the divine and right downloads for you to know what moves to make and how to make them most effectively. This is why you would need sobriety or a clear, crisp mind so that you could make wise, calm, cool cat decisions to avoid and come up with an alternative to conflict. And then you can just allow yourself to be transported here with the cosmic UPS instead of hit by an impact, which is another form that they can take. And then with the war card down here, and the impact card up here, that's telling me heavy impact to the point where it injures you. You become injured. You become disabled or unable. Okay, so that's what that's telling me. And of course, the flip side of the Wounded Warrior card is where we're finding an alternative to war, an alternative to conflict, because we can't carry on this way. So I get the sensation of where this devil is regarded and where there's a need to cut out some shit before it becomes a problem. We can't keep going on this way. Because if we do keep going on this way, it looks like here it's a direct threat to the divine calling, to the divine status of, with that mutual admiration with God, getting what you want because you're a child of God. You've essentially, if we're not making careful emotional decisions, you've essentially chosen to give your control over to the devil, to give your power over to the devil, to give your rights as a divine child of God over to the devil. And instead of improving yourself, you let the devil reign supreme on whatever level get off on your floor. You feel me? Rendering your words powerless. Here, Legba is the power of the word. So if the word has power, it has power here, of all places. But with the devil uppermost, it's canceling all of this. This is cancel culture over here. Okay, not literally necessarily, but maybe there's many layers, right? So We can't let the devil reign supreme. We cannot cut that shit out before it becomes a problem. You see? So what does that mean? That means, or what do we see by that? We see by that we have the time to do it. Not that we have all the time in the world, but if they're saying to do that, that means we have time to do it. Okay? It needs to be done. And it's going to be a protective measure for our status as children of God, and it's going to be a protective measure for our divine calling, which is what we want to be doing on this planet and what we were made to do on this planet. That is facilitated by the careful emotional decision making, which means we're the head of this operation, which means we can decide how this goes because we already know that God is on God's side. So, okay, so which one do you choose? It looked like we at the crossroads of that right there. Okay, let us move on. Right. Okay. What I see here is you can't do it all by yourself. Yeah. Too much work here on the plantation. Yeah. And also going round and round in your head and it's coming to nothing. On some scale, something is mind-blowing. I feel that there's many layers. You dig it? It's mind-blowing what needs to be done. It's mind-blowing if it gets done. It's mind-blowing if it doesn't get done. It's just mind-blowing in every direction. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why you can't get caught up in your head. Can't. I get the sensation, if you can follow me here, when you get caught up in your head, you're losing energy that you need in order to manifest this divine calling. You're losing energy to the devil, trying to figure out the devil, trying to figure out how to, take care of all this, or you're compensating and coping with the idea of having to do it all by yourself and with the effort of trying to do it all by yourself, and you're not letting the ancestors and the creator help you, and you're not taking benefit from the insurance that you get as a child of God. So you're making it way more work than it has to be here on the plantation, right? It's still not solving all your problems because we got to come up with an alternative to conflict here, because the war rages on, the problems rage on, the problems still have to be solved, but you're, as the seconds go by, having less and less energy to address it effectively, right? So you can't do it all by yourself is what I'm seeing here. All right. And you have to have a death of the ego and understand that that's a limitation of yours. And it's very real. It's very real. You need the ancestors. You need the creator. End the story. Learn how to employ that on a practical level is what I'm seeing here. Okay. To cut out some shit before it becomes a problem, because how many know surgery is a very real thing. Okay. And surgery can be helpful depending on what the problem is. You dig what I'm saying? So let's assume in this case, since we're talking to the ancestors, they're recommending a helpful surgery. Okay. Energetically, I'm going to go ahead and guess. If it's literal, I'm sure you'll have the same positive outcome upon these wise actions. So let us move on. Right. Exactly. Right. Right. Sorry for all that sniffling. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. So here's the thing. Divine calling, right? Ministerial duty. Also initiation, right? Lights is getting turned on here. All right, your special mission on the planet. Then we got to be firm in our beliefs with the cosmic cops. Okay, so we have municipalities from the universal world, from the divine world, from the divine structure here. Cosmic UPS, cosmic cops. All right. So this is official business as usual. You have to be firm in your beliefs, and that's how you get the ultimate favorable outcome, fulfillment in every direction. See, something is a threat to that. It's you. You are responsible. I don't know if you're at fault, but you are responsible for the outcome here. You are responsible for how you proceed in this matter. And that's what they appear to be speaking to right now, where you are responsible for your own outcomes, reality, and current predicament. This is the recommendation. Cut the shit out before it becomes a problem, because it is a direct threat to the shit that you are doing here on the planet. The whole reason why you came here. Okay, so I get the sensation of coping with the strain of trying to do it all yourself is becoming toxic. Whatever you're doing to cope is toxic. Number one. And number two, and sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to word this. Number two, you don't have to do it by yourself. You never did. You know what I mean? So you're straining for no reason. And the thing you're doing to cope with the strain is becoming more of a threat to you. So, okay, did I put that together in an understandable way? I hope so. So that is what I'm seeing here. You don't want these circumstances to change, okay? In terms of, your status here as a child of God. You don't want any of these factors to change. What you need to change is the fact that you need to be firmly rooted in your beliefs. You need to be firm. You need to be a master of yourself. You need to be well seated within yourself. And you need to surrender and soak into that form of being. You dig what I'm saying? This is interesting because it is the exact opposite. Here's forced sacrifice, where the will is out of reach. You don't have control over the will, your own will. Here, you are in ultimate and complete possession of your will. Here in the Hierophant card, master of the head, master of the self. Right? Careful emotional decisions. Never give up your power. Never give up your authority as a child of God. Never give up your status. Never. This might be a selling of a soul situation, in some of the more sophisticated ways that are not usually thought of when we think of selling our soul. But essentially giving our power to the devil is the bottom line of selling your soul. And giving him control of your life on any level. Going to him to help you cope with any problem is a problem in itself. Do you feel me? So, for instance, black family. How would it affect Philip Morris if all the black people decided that they was too good to smoke Newports? Do you feel me? Hello? Holler if you hear me. All right? So I'm just saying, can we be revolutionary? Yes, we can. Right from your living room. Do you feel me? By doing what? By having mastery over the self. You dig what I'm saying? Goes for belief systems, actions and behaviors, prioritizing particular things. So prioritize your sacred, divine purpose in this life. Prioritize it by cutting out whatever the shit is before it becomes a problem. Yeah, also, they're giving you downloads so you don't have to be up on the plantation. You're doing too much. You're trying to figure it all out. You need to have a death of the ego and don't flatter yourself. That's what I see here. And that is me. I love you. I love you. I don't ever want you to feel ashamed of no shortcoming that you have. I don't want you to ever feel like it's strange or odd to not be perfect. Okay, I don't want you to feel that way. All right, but this is how it's coming across. Okay, this is how it's coming across, and we have plenty of ice cold water here back behind the black veil. All right, fantastic. So death of the ego. See what I'm saying? Death of the ego. Put that down. You don't need it for this, is what I'm getting out of that. And don't flatter yourself to think you could figure it all out. You know, like take a load off and be glad that you can. Take a load off and give thanks instead of being worried about this devil. You know? And by worried, I mean fearful. Because, of course, you have to deal with it. But by worried, I mean fearful. Deal with it with confidence. And then leave space for the ancestors to do their part and the creator to do her part. You dig what I'm saying? Because you can't do it all anyway, so don't worry about it. You know, no need to strain. Right? So here where we're making careful decisions and we're the master of the head, never give that up. Never give that up. See the root cause clearly. That's what the devil's trying to come for. The devil is trying to come for your free will, your power over yourself. Do you feel me? Trying to make you decide what to think, what your beliefs are, what you agree to. You know, be willing to stand up to this motherfucker, the devil, because resist the devil and he will flee. That's why. Hello? Shout out to the real Christians. Look at here. See, the devil wants to block all this business. That's interesting because there might be a layer there that I feel like I'm detecting on the lover's floor. Like that's why, you know, see, because that's why I haven't been wanting to go down to the lover's floor, because it's like 42nd Street. You know, there's good people down there. There's terrible people down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's dangerous. And right here, the mutual respect, the devil's not having it. Fuck that mutual respect shit. The devil's not trying to have that. On no scale, on no level, whether it's inside of you or in your relationships, on no scale is the devil trying to have that kind of business going on. Period in the story. You feel me? So all of this business with the divine twins and, you know, they like, you know, famously apart and one got fooled and this one had a baby with that one and this one is already married and that one, you know, nobody's communicating and I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem on the whole planet. On the whole fucking planet, because the devil is at war with that principle. Do you feel me? The devil is at war with that principle. So on some level, the universe is trying to come together with itself, you know, and some component keeps getting thwarted, and the way it's showing up 9 times out of 10, you know, it's the masculine energy going askew from the feminine energy. You know, but of course the roles could be reversed as well, you know, so that's what I'm picking up there. Look, destiny. You see what I'm saying? What's the devil trying to stop? All of that. Divine twins, mutual respect, partnership, working together, cooperation, seeing things from the other person's point of view. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Consensus, common ground. We're trying to destroy all of that. Your purpose in life. That's what the star represents in my deck now. Your purpose in life. Boom. Divine calling. Your purpose in life. Ministerial duty. No. That's what the devil said. No. So don't be helping, okay, by whatever toxic shit you're trying to entertain or you have a habit of entertaining. You know, so on some level, even if it's not chemical sobriety, it's about sobering up in your thinking. That's facts. That's facts. One way or the other, they're like, put your feet on the ground about this thing. You can't keep doing this. Whatever that is, find it. Find whatever it is. Where's the toxic people, places, or things. You know, find the shit and cut it out. Stop playing. And what I mean by that, when I say stop playing, is trust yourself, believe yourself. You picking up on the shit, you already know what it is. Do it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm saying that to myself too. It's a real thing, you know? So, all right. Look, 2 of Cups. God is behind it all. God is behind it all. Mutual respect, cooperation, consensus, partnership. God is behind it all. Connecting the dots where the connections are. Interdependence. Harmonious long-term relationship. This is the type of society the devil is trying to prevent from manifesting. Don't help. Because if you give your divine energy to the devil, you giving him power to, you know, to reign supreme. Karma. Do you feel me? Destiny, karma. Akashic records, destiny, karma. That's what's screaming at me. That's what's screaming at me, people. The karma of what has to happen here is that you have to heal. That's the war. That's the war right there. You got to heal. Okay? And your resistance to healing is the war. That's the conflict. You know, because what's outside of us is a reflection of what's inside of us. As we well know, that is the law. It's time for us to detach from the mass consciousness and start thinking according to the divine consciousness. We cannot look back. It's like fucking Sodom and Gomorrah, y'all. It's like Lot and them and the pillar of salt. Don't fucking look back. Don't look to be agreed with. Save your fucking self. Do you feel me? All right, is what I see here. It's up to you to know to listen to God. Other people don't know to listen to God. That's quite their problem, priesthood. That's quite their problem. Now, of course, you be helpful to the people who want help, but don't be no motherfucking cowboy. Don't be out here trying to be a hero running into burning buildings. Not at all. Not at all. Do you feel me? All right? So, yes. Yes, I know. Yeah, see. That is the karma, right? The healing. Listening. Being patient with yourself. Being patient with the healing process. Taking the time to give yourself what you need. Taking the time. On a regular basis. Cyclical change. On a regular basis. That's what it takes, because the devil, how many know, is relentless. Relentless. All right? And I think I was saying to somebody yesterday, you could sit around. Karma's like dirt and germs. You could sit around and get karma. You don't have to do nothing special. You know, so you have to clean. Just like you got to clean because of dirt and germs, you got to clean regularly. Right. Same thing with your energy. You got to clean that shit regularly, because the devil will grow on you out of nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? So you got to heal your own toxicity if you want to be able to control the toxicity on this planet or influence it. Let's all be influencers on this planet. Okay? Let's influence the molecular flow around here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to believe what these people believe. And then they're limited, and so we're limited by what they're able to imagine. Listen, if they want to hold themselves back on what's possible, that's quite their problem. They could stay right there by their fucking self, and we can keep moving forward and keep pushing the human race forward, because we don't have time. Hello? What is this? All right, fantastic. So sum it all up. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Let me get down here. Yeah, the grace and mercy. Here's some grace from the agape love. Divine union. That's destiny. You feel me? That's destiny. We got to put the muscles in. We got to put the muscles in. You know, to that consensus. We got to put the muscles in to teaming up against this devil. Okay? And how do we begin teaming up? Taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself. Clean your environment. Clean your mind. Clean your heart. Spend time being peaceful. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. If that's all you can muster, keep it going. You dig what I'm saying? Because those moments are a blessing. Everybody don't get 5 minutes apiece. Do you feel me? That's what we need to concentrate on and use the word to energize ourselves through the process. Let's wrap it up. What's the bottom line here? Okay, the pain, the heartbreak, the loss. Huh? What about it? It's not defeat. Whoa, the tower. Huh? That's heavy. Oh, wow. Are you using us to bring a tower? There's some sort of karmic payment that's going. Okay, so now the devil owes. I get the sensation the devil owes. Yeah, okay. So the ancestors is on a okay. So what are you saying about all this, ancestors? They seem to be on a mission for justice, and you're a part of it. They don't like it. The ways you've been attacked. The ways they've been attacked. The war rages on. I know that's right. What about all this? Oh, it's not a game. Oh, shit. Okay, well, what you mean? Oh, yes, I know that's right. I know that's right. Deception. Deception. Loss is not defeat. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you something. Okay, so if we pull off this maneuver that they recommending, right? Here where we heal ourselves and we cut out some shit that's before it becomes a problem. It's like what I was saying about Philip Morris. Like that's the revolution. Healing ourselves is the revolution. Healing ourselves is war against the devil. Do you feel me? But only instead of the traditional aspect of war where it hurts the whole time, we feel better and better in this scenario. We feel better and better. So for this pain, for this heartbreak, for this disappointment, for the dreams that never came true, for the losses that we've sustained, us, the ancestors, God's plan, and for all the deception, all the games that the devil was playing with humanity, with the priesthood, with children of God. When we do the right thing, we don't even get it. We don't even get the level that this tower is going to be on when we start doing that. Matter of fact, I'm thinking that we need to continue our mission to take over the world. I think we're going to need to do that. I have designed several ritual cycles this year. I'll send out some announcements. I'll make an announcement video, but this just brings me to that right now, where I already was going to take over the world and I was going to tell y'all to join me. And we kind of started that like a year or so ago anyway. So I wanted to get, back into that. But that's what I see here with bringing the tower to the devil by us doing the right thing, doing the divine work, letting the ancestors drive. They know just where to hit this fool because he's living off of our energy. You see what I'm saying? They feeding off of our fucking energy. So if we pull that, source, of sustenance from this toxic person, place, or thing, it's going to be a major tower, my friend. And it's going to be justice for all of this bullshit of the past, and I suspect that's going to manifest, on a personal scale for our little personal lives and also on a global scale, where humanity is concerned, where the forces of good and evil are concerned, so keep your eye on the news because apparently it's about to go down. The more we take care of ourselves, the more we heal ourselves, the more we pull our energy away from whatever we're doing to give this devil energy in life, we're going to see that shit transform in the atmosphere, in our bodies, in our minds, in our lives. Okay, so that is what I see. I see this is major. Okay, so what's going to happen? What's the tower that we're bringing to the devil? What's going to happen when we do all this? Because they're saying it's not a game. This is what's about to go down. Okay, what's going to happen then? Relief, because that's what happens also in this card is that once the rock kicking has taken place, once you've gone to where demons and angels fear to tread, and you ain't scared of shit because you know what time it is all the time, you know what I mean? Then you get relief from that suffering, relief from the suffering of doubt, relief from the suffering of delay, because what comes to my mind, shout out to Martin Luther King, what comes to my mind right now is justice delayed is justice denied. So you could go ahead and once it's delayed, you have your answer about the forces against you. You have your answer. So now it's time to take action. I'm recommending, based on what I'm seeing here, that we take that action within first and let the ancestors drive so that we can make the moves that's going to be most effective in this matter. Wow. The wrath of God is going to come down on these people. That's what I see here. The wrath of God. And there's going to be no place they can run to. There's going to be no resource they can rely upon. Because they need us. Like I was saying the other day, you know, like 1% is less than 99%. That's just facts. You dig what I'm saying? And if they're living on our energy, y'all, then what they gonna do when they don't have no other food source? Right? It's off to Mars they go. Absolutely. So listen, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, that is enough homework to do, I think, for this week. I hope that message helped everybody. All right. Listen, get yourself a personal. Get yourself a personal. And for more deep ass readings like these, like, share, and subscribe. All right, fantastic. Hit that notification bell on your way out. Don't forget to pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.